like Tom here at Wegmans today, really focus on the journey Wegmans has been on around products and innovation, but also how Tom's role has evolved. So, Tom, this is all about you. We'll do a little past, present, and future. So, walk me through why Wegmans, why are you in the role you're in today?
Good morning, everyone. Excited to talk a little bit about this. I have 27 years with Wegmans. Started as an intern with Wegmans and have grown through many different stages with Wegmans. Previous to my current role, I was on the pharmacy side of our business, and I'm actually a pharmacist. Over the last 5, 6, 7 years, being on the pharmacy side, focused on Director of Pharmacy Business Solutions. We're leveraging strategy with how technology complements that. 3, 4 years ago, our organization moved towards that same role being created for Total Store, working on what's our strategy, what's our products, what's our mission and vision within each product, who are our vendor partners that we can grow with, and how are the roadmaps and milestones to take us to realize our mission, vision, and ultimate strategy for our company. So that's the role that was created, and that's where we continue to grow out in terms of our in-store technology. The role started with our front end, right? So just a few quick things here. Our front end, we went after more modernizing our point of sale. We have had the same point of sale for last 25 years. So we have got a multi-year modernization in place for point of sale, smart carts, computer vision, in-store analytics, loss prevention, et cetera, for the front end. Next, we've been focusing on the middle of the store or production area. So Wegmans has 110 stores. We do lots of production in our stores. We have lots of SKUs. So the middle of the store, fine-tuning that production piece in terms of digital production planning, connected kitchen equipment, etc. And then the back of the store, end-to-end supply chain management and CAO in our stores.
So, what were some of the key learnings that you specifically took, and how are you taking that into the center store as you guys move into that next section?
Love that question. That laid the foundation for everything we're doing. So we have a very cross-functional team that ultimately has grown into our product team. And the product team is a variety of teams: software engineering, asset protection, accounting, operations. And we're one agile team focused on the same mission and vision. Most people that come into our program increment planning wouldn't know that we're not all reporting to each other, et cetera. So we've accomplished that collaboration across all these different business units. We pull our key vendor partners into those planning sessions. So we've got complete alignment and complete collaboration working towards our ultimate goals.
As you look at the current state, diving into present, what's most important, or what are the critical focuses for you all at Wegmans?
Sure. So, I think at the highest level for in-store technology, it's the view of the end-to-end customer journey. Customer walks in the door and they walk out. That whole journey needs to be aligned, right? And previous to this product team culture being established, there was a lot of different silos of technology and process, et cetera. So, as great as the overall customer experience is at Wegmans and the product and our people, it was very segmented in terms of your journey through shopping the store, let alone your journey, how you engage with us when you're outside the store too. So that's one lens. And then the other lens is our people, right? So very similarly, our people, there's lots of silos that we're working on breaking down. So if I step back even to point of sale, which I already mentioned, point of sale on a 25-year-old system is very antiquated. You can't just throw somebody on there and say, hey, can you take care of some customers, right? So as basic as that sounds, that's important to us as we look forward to the future. Our new point of sale will mean that we have stores with 400 or 500 employees. So today, 150 to 200 of those 500 employees can run point of sale. Tomorrow, 450 of those 500 will be able to run point of sale. And that equates to everything we want to do in the store. We want to commoditize down the functions of the store, break down the silos, and then allow for prioritization of work. So again, using the example here of point of sale and predictive analytics. Predictive analytics should be able to tell us, right, that we need 12 cashiers running register right now, right? And in the next 15-minute increment or 30-minute increment, we need 15 or we need 7, right? And we should be able to move more nimble, right? To say, okay, let's move these 3, 4 employees to a different function, right? A different prioritized task in the store. Ultimately, we think that will drive significant efficiencies. And our first milestone was for October. And that milestone was to get iteration 1 of the software into the hands of our employees in a live store to get the feedback. We knew we didn't have the final product ready, but it allowed us to get it out there, get the feedback for our employees. It created some new features that had to be developed, but ultimately our employees know that they're driving a lot of how that end product will end up being rolled out to all employees. Whether it's point of sale or digital production planning, we take it one iteration at a time, get it out there as soon as we can, get some feedback, work on those features, get it back out there into our employees' hands, and make sure we keep that process in place. Prioritization is maybe one of the biggest challenges that we continue to work on. We continue to fine-tune our intake process for any new request that we have put in place. A fairly structured process of intake if it's impacting multiple internal teams. And there's a board of us that take the intake requests and ultimately work to prioritize the work. It's not perfect process yet, but we continue to fine tune that. And I think we're making progress.
Okay, I'm going to shift directions a little bit. Connected store. You talked about it at the beginning, how you guys are frameworking the 3 areas, the front, the center, the back. Why now more than ever is it important to have both a connected experience for your associates, your employees, but also your consumers?
Yeah, so it's real interesting. Maybe I'll pivot to, we started to test and learn with smart carts a couple of years ago. So I think most of us here are probably familiar with Instacart Caper Carts or Amazon Smart Carts, or there's a variety of them, Shopic, etc. Through that process, we clearly validated that a connected shopper spends more with us. So, and that was just a small validation, quick validation, but it was over we know that customers are transitioning from, 10 years ago, the majority of our shoppers wanted to be just analog shoppers, I'll call it. They want to write their list down on a piece of paper. They want to come in. They're not worried about waiting in line. We're focusing on the other side of that because we know our customer base will grow into that. So, the customer of the future, quite frankly, of the current, but will grow into the majority in the future, really wants to shop from a connected platform. If given the option with a smart cart, as an example, to be able to develop your digital shopping list, to quite frankly have a digital shopping list created for you, right? If the majority of your purchases are within our 4 walls, to be able to either choose to have that delivered to you curbside, or I want to come in the store to explore the store. When I come in the store, I want to have multiple options, right? One of which is I can come in, grab a smart cart. My shopping list can be on there. My personalized digital coupons are engaging me through the journey, right? And I get done with my journey and there's no weight on my shoulders as I'm going through my journey about how long will I have to wait in line, or will that cashier be chatty or not bag my groceries. So ultimately our mission and vision around that in-store customer experience is to give more options. And we think creating this option of a connected experience, including in the store, will really benefit our customers long-term.
So what's next in that connected store journey, either from a technology standpoint or maybe a little bit of both, and for your associates?
Right. I think, I already touched on from the associate side, that's a huge piece, right? Let's eliminate unneeded tasks, right? And let's allow our employees to have their heads up, interact with customers, focus on the customer, engage with the customer, have technology enable our employees to focus on the customer. So, the future has a lot of opportunities in terms of that technology element. We can envision in the future that customers could check in with different departments, right? If I could check in, tap my phone at the seafood department, and immediately my information is available to our seafood experts, and I say, I want to do something creative, but similar to what I've done in the past. I'm going to have a party this weekend. So that's what we want our employees, the technology helping them, right? And then engaging with them to help solve what the customer is looking for. So I think there's a lot of opportunities in that respect. Or similarly, right? If I want to eat more healthy, want to, focus on different things from a lifestyle standpoint, technology will be a big enabler of that.
All right, I'm going to ask one more and then we'll open it to others that may want before we wrap. What are you most excited for in the future?
True. I'm excited. I think, technology is just, we're at a good point right now. We were talking earlier, if there is a business opportunity, right, you can immediately take that opportunity and transform that into a conversation of, okay, how can technology solve that? So I think that's what excites me, that there's all these opportunities in retail, and the technology is here to support it.